Hello and welcome to part 19. In this part we're going to look at creating some bus routes in this section of the map, so basically Drinnley down to Warnpool and everywhere in between. I want to try and make these videos a little bit more interesting because I'm a bit cautious that as I've kind of gone on I've sort of fallen into the habit of doing the same old thing, so I'm going to try and kind of outline in a bit greater detail the strategy that I actually put into planning these kind of routes. So what we'll do first is we'll have a look at the stations. So, well, just to clarify, so everything up to the coast here, so all these villages, I'll kind of outline it with a railway. So everything in here, so all this section, oops, make sure I don't actually remove any railways, up to here. So kind of all this is what we want to encompass. The first thing I want to do is look at the actual stations and see if there's anywhere that's in great demand for these stations, anywhere I should actually incorporate into the routes. So I can see here, so Prerelease Falls, there's not really anywhere nearby that's in demand over everything else. Though with Drinnley it's mainly a case of because it's so well serviced anyway. Tendinghattan even has more passengers waiting than Drinnley does. 4,000. Let's have a look. Where are all these wanting to go? So it's kind of a mixed bag really, a few hundred passengers here or there. Yeah, so it's pretty much a mixed bag. 4,000, that's a lot of passengers. Is that 867 to Bootown? Yeah, okay. So that's fine. So what I'll do first is I'm going to screenshot this, put it into Photoshop, and then we'll outline how the best way we can actually make some of the routes for the buses. I won't actually timetable the routes on camera. I'll create the first bus and then I'll timetable them at the end, but we'll obviously create the bus routes together. Right, so here we have the area that we actually want to build the routes on. So if I create a new layer, let's say, using the pencil tool, that should be fine. Let's create a few routes that we use. So we have Warnpool down here. Now, Gunhattan Springs, which is, let's zoom in. It's going to be a bit pixely, but you know. So Gunhattan Springs, which is here, is already serviced. How does that do for passengers? Is that a busy station? 1,600. They all want to go via Warnpool because that's the only route out, and most want to go to Meeborn. There's quite a few to Drinnley. Okay. That's fine. And let's check Senningwell while we're here. That's not too bad. So we can have Warnpool to Gunhattan Springs to Senningwell. So basically following the same route, but then we can have one that goes up the coast, incorporating all these villages like so. And then probably go back up to here to Drinnley like that. So that could be one bus route. A second one we should have would be, there's a few villages like here, you see. So if we maybe had one that went Hartown, Fleminghead, and then this direction. In fact, let me do this a different colour. Let's do a blue. So Hartown, Fleminghead, Watborn, Plutbridge. Then where should we go from here? Should we go up this way? Or this way? Okay. Because we have these villages here. So another route on there. Let me just switch these. It's a light blue one. Can be that. Then it links back up to there. Then it's a case of where we go from here. This one would probably be most logical to go across there. Maybe service this one. And down like so. But Drinnley already has a route to Warnpool, so maybe we should terminate that up here in Fort Waffingly. Should we go to... In fact, no. We'll go back to Flongfingley. So this village up here, so this can be the terminus. So we're just getting a few new villages and giving passengers another option really from Drinnley. Now, with regards to Plutbridge, that one's already taken. We can have it... Use this one here, and go back up to there. Then maybe use this village there and go to Tendinghattan. Okay, yeah, so that would make sense, wouldn't it? So that's another one. And then I would say one more route. Now, the obvious route would be kind of an arc like this. So sort of coming around here. So we can have Drinnley to Nedtown, to these little villages here, Tending Hatton, then this, then into Menfingfield, Flondwood. And where can we go from here? Because we could kind of come to this village and give again another option. Yeah, we don't have a bus route to Warmpool yet, do we? From here, so maybe to Gunhatton Springs and then to Warmpool. In fact, Lenfingford is where that one could end. Okay. Yes, so these are going to be our bus routes. So that basically incorporates every little village in this area that we have yet to service. So what I'm going to do is, let's have a look. I will put this on my other monitor, and then we'll start building these routes. Okay, so let's create the red route first. So Warmpool's already created pretty much, that's fine. Then it comes down to here to Gunhatton Springs. Just want to see how long they wait here. So let's have a look. So 3 days and 3 days in Stunningwell, so that's fine. So let's just extend these bus stations a bit, just to give the other buses a bit of room to come into these stations. Then we'll have a road come out this way. As I'm going through, I obviously want to create and tidy up the best I can these little towns. So that can come through to here. And this is our next stop. If I demolish this single building, get rid of that and do this instead. And that gives us a good place to have our bus stop. That one can come down to here. And then it can carry on down the coast. So to Frinway. So this is basically just a coastal route, isn't it? So bus station there. And so what do we do with this one here? So that is getting. Let me just reference my map. 2 seconds. Okay. Oops. Okay, so this is where the red route will go. It will come up to here. So this is the blue route coming from this direction. So the blue route is going to come up to here. So let's quickly make the roads as so. And that's going to be kind of a changing point for the bus route. Not really like doing those kind of curves, but it's the only way to adopt it to the terrain. And then that's going to come through to here. And I want to have a station, a bus station, sorry, here somewhere. So let's have one there. Let's call this Drinnley Ski Road. This is in reference to Jack Ski, who has suggested a curve, sort of a bypass to Suntwood here, which is something which you'll be doing in the next 0.5 episode. So that's that bus station. Drinnley bus station looks okay. That should be fine. There's still space there, isn't there, for another bus route, so that's okay. In fact, we'll be having 3 new ones, so no. I'm going to create an extra bus station. Let's get rid of this. And man, they are on it. Move this down. Get rid of that little road there. Flatten here. I need to get rid of this building. There we go. So if I do that, then I can add an extra bus station in. But I'll add it to the outside and get rid of that one. This way that one can be used as a turning point for the buses. Right, let's just get rid of this little section here. Is there any little adjustments I can make to Drinnley? Get rid of these sort of loose ends. That's not needed. And that's not needed. There we go. Okay, so that's the red route done. What I'll actually do is we'll start a bus service on it, just so they're filling their timetables as we're actually creating the rest of the routes. We'll use Centurion buses. So, Drinnley Ski Road. Another thing we need to start looking into is metro services, and by that I mean in-city transport. So at the moment everything's been city to city, but there are some areas like Reddingstone now which are very ridiculously big, and we could probably get tram networks justified in those areas. So that's what I want to do at some point as well. And one pool. So you can start auto-filling, and we'll call this, let's say, Drinnley County Red. Because this is our red route. So that one's doing its own thing. So next we'll create the blue route, which will be, so down to Runton first. So could we have a station around here? I think we could, couldn't we? Like about there. Yeah, so the bus will come through here. 1, 2. Let's clear up this area. Get rid of all these silly roads. So it'll come to Drinnley South. Down here. To Runton. And let's just connect these on just to make it look a little bit more as it would look in real life. And then have a road down to Ding Hall. So that's fine. And it comes through Dronningville. And then to Keating Town. So up here. Keating Town is also a changing point for bus routes. So if I remove that, then that's where the bus can enter. And we'll have a double bus stop. Double bus stop all the way. This comes down to, yeah, this town here. Let's just connect that on, just so we know where it's going to be. And this can come this direction to Runtwood. And then from there, let's remove that just for simplicity's sake. Come up here. Yes, there is a good idea. So into Gunding Head. And then from there, give me 2 seconds to change the map. So this one is coming down here, going on to Flondwood. So we can have it come down this mountain to this road. Get rid of this level crossing that's being made. I want to make this a 2-bay bus stop, so we'll get rid of that. And these, I'll do that instead. Don't need this bridge. Okay, so it comes down to Flondwood. From there it uses Flemingville, which also needs to be a 2-long bus stop. As much as I'm doing these kind of editing works, it is going to help the town. I mean, this has got no space to grow anyway. So this is actually a godsend really for the town. There's no point having that bridge. Let's get rid of that. And what we'll do here is demolish this and create sort of a cul-de-sac almost, where it can build upon. So if I do that, and then add a road up to here, and then through to Fort Waffingly. There we go. That's another one. Does anything terminate here for a long time? Yes, let's change that to 3 days just while we're here. And then make the road come down here, and this will be the terminus for this route, which is quite easy to make in Flonfingley. So this is our Cyan route. So I'll make the bus, the Centurion. Oh shit. Whoops. First of all, it doesn't need to go to the bus depot. Second of all, I did remove the road to it as we were creating the tidy up areas. Okay. Well, at least it's only just set off. That's fine. So Drinnley south, and along our Cyan. As I am putting in the orders, it is a good opportunity to double check the routes. Same with trains. You never know when you might make silly mistakes like I just made there. And there we go to its terminus. So you can autofill. And Drinnley County Cyan 1. So that's the second route created. Now there is a purple route to create. Well, looks purple on my monitor. It looked dark blue on the one that I'd had now. I've got two slightly different monitors. It kind of throws off the whoops. Kind of throws off the colouring a little bit. So let's start this route now. I'm just going to move the map. So the purple one starts in Warmpool as well. So that's obviously created. Then goes to Hardtown. There are a lot of roads here to clean up. So let's get on that now. Warmpool's a town that will grow back pretty quickly. So I'm not too bothered about destroying areas. Let's get rid of this stupid bridge. I mean, there's lots of stupid bridges actually. That one's okay. Kind of see that one working. That can stay. Things like this, I mean, fucking hell. Can you imagine the poor sods who built that bridge? Like, yep, definitely need this. You know, poor John lost his life, fell off as he was building this bridge, and, you know, just isn't even needed. So, you know, sorry, mate. On your way. It's a bit of a junction here, isn't it? Let's do that. Actually, I prefer it to come up this route like there. And then that is the second route here. Get rid of this. And that looks a lot neater. Oh, no, we do need that route. Okay. So this one's to Tendinghattan. So let's get our route here. Tendinghattan doesn't even have a station. Bus station at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll make this one a Centurion as well. But the next route, which goes through Drinnley and everything, that can be a double decker. That can be the jewel in the crown of these set of buses. So Hardtown, which definitely needs to be a two-fold station. I mean, geez, look how many buses are there now. So Hardtown, then it comes down to Flenninghead. So we need to create a road down here. Best way to do that would be to... Don't know why I started creating the bus route already. Come down here. Let's get rid of those. Make that a little bit neater. Put in the bridges here. Then, and this is also going to be a changing station. So this can come across here somewhere. Get rid of these. Link up that bridge like that. There we go. So that's for the yellow route. We might as well just put that in now. And then from there it just comes down to here, which is pretty easy. So that's that one. Tidy up this a little bit. Okay, so we need a route that comes this way as well. So for here, this is our bus station. And we need to flatten the land there. So it comes over the bypass to this town, so Whitebourne. Next is Brittish. Let's remove this. It's pretty straightforward entry through that town because it's pretty much just one road anyway. And it comes down to Chinborough. Crimson Chinborough. And then yeah, just go up there. So that's one bus station through Keddingtown. Down to this little old town here. I was going to remove that, but no, that can be used to expand. From there, it comes up to Tendinghatton, which doesn't have a bus station. So, best thing to do is build it here. Who needs the church? Whoa. So do it like that. That can be the bus station there. Let's get rid of this roller coaster here by raising that and removing this. It looks neater. Tendinghatton's built quite neat actually. If I remove that, I can raise this land. There we go. Join that onto the station. Okay, so that's the purple route. So let's go and create that one. It's already there, isn't it? Hardtown Forest. Flenning Head. All these services I'm going to make quite sparse. I don't want these towns to grow massively. There we go. Apart from the one I'm going to make now. So you can start auto-filling. What was I calling these? Drinnley County. So Drinnley County. Purple L. Purple 1. So that's good. And now we just have to do our yellow route, which is going to be Nedtown, Hidealiho. So the road's already in place for that. We'll have the bus station there. Let's connect these on to Drinnley's road network. It's going to come across here to Tentborough. In fact, let's put the road there instead. Okay, because then we can kind of just go like that. That's fine. And that's going to come through to Tendinghatton. First of all, though, I'm going to actually make a bridge over to here. That's fine. Just make this look like a little bit more pleasing. There we go. So Tendinghatton, then down here to this little village. Let's make a road across there. And let's make one over here as well. And we can do one there. Right, so that's that. Let's get rid of this building. Let's make that a bridge. Just so they can start building on the other side. Wonder if that could ever become a candidate for a local stopping service, like a station. It's a busy line, so it'd have to get pretty big for us to justify it. That bridge does not need to be there. Let's do that instead. All these, when towns merge, they just kind of, the roads become like little spiders' fingers. They're just everywhere. I don't even know if spiders have fingers, but you know. Well, I know they don't, but you get what I mean. We're not even going that way. So we're coming to Finfingley here. But then the road, it's going to go... It's not even going to go through Finfingley. If I check my map, it's actually going to go through this little village here. Though it's good that we connected that on anyway. It does look the part. Okay. So this is the road it's going to use here. So let's get rid of these. And that's pretty much straightforward, isn't it? So through there. Yeah, so literally bus station, bus station. Cool. And that's fine, that's connected up. Then we just need to connect this. I'm sure that's going to be a long wait for them there, is it? Let's have a look. So Menfingfield. No, just 3 days. Okay. Right, so that's the yellow route, so that goes back down and then up to Lenfingford, which needs expanding. Do they wait here for a bit? I'm sure they do actually. Lenfingford. No, 3 days. That's good. Let's have a look. We could actually move this road to the left one. That would be more sensible. And this one's going to be the double-decker. 100 passengers, because it's going to connect 2 major cities, so, you know, it's fair enough. Right. So, to Wampool. And then down to Gunhatton Springs, which has enough space, that's fine. I want to move this road to there, actually. Just so I can be sure that they enter the town in the right direction. Otherwise, they may start using this end, and then they're going to have to turn around, and yeah. Okay, so Gunhatton Springs. Fleminghead. It comes over here to Flondwood, which needs extending as well. Menfingfield. See, this one I'll have a few more services. This is going to be like a principal route. Can get up there, can't it? Yeah, it can. Get rid of those. Okay. In fact, why don't we just do that? So, Tentborough, Nedtown, and Drinnley. So that's this route, so let's call this one Drinnley County. Yellow 1. And then hope it's auto-filling, which it is. And away we go. So what we've done here is build 4 bus routes which service a ton of different villages here. I'm going to keep the density of the bus routes quite low. So the well actually the 3 ones which use smaller buses, they are going to have about 6 or 7 each for a route. And the major one's going to have about 10 because it's a smaller route as well. So that's how I'm going to play them out. Obviously, you know how timetabling and things works now, so I'll do that off camera because I know it's a bit boring. I'm not going to edit any of the the world at all, just the timetables. But there we are. My name's been Zest Husky. This has been Drinnley Buses. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next part.